The craze nobody saw coming. What if I told you that one of the most powerful AI models in the world, Google Gemini, is now going viral, not because of its code writing skills, not because of its research powers, but because of something called the Nano Banana craze? Yes, you heard that right. Nano Banana. At first, it sounds like a joke, like some kind of internet meme. But here's the twist. This quirky, almost ridiculous feature of Gemini has turned into a viral phenomenon. And behind the humor, there is a serious question. Could this playful trend actually signal that Gemini is dethroning ChatGPT in the public imagination? Today, we're going to break it down. We'll look at where the Nano Banana feature came from, how it went viral on social media, what it says about Google as strategy, and whether this is a temporary meme or the start of a shift where Gemini finally takes the crown from OpenAI. So buckle up, because this is not just about bananas. This is about the battle for the future of AI Chapter 1. What is the Nano Banana feature? Let's start at the beginning. The Nano Banana is a quirky little Easter egg built into Google Gemini. When users ask Gemini to generate something small, simple, or bite-sized, the model started responding with this bizarre, funny visualization of a nano-sized banana, complete with tiny details, absurd explanations, and sometimes even stories about why the world needs bananas smaller than your thumbnail. On paper, it sounds silly, but people loved it. Screenshots of Gemini's Nano Banana answers spread like wildfire across Twitter, Reddit, and TikTok. Memes popped up overnight. Why did this resonate? Because in a world where it often feels intimidating, technical, and sometimes scary, the Nano Banana felt human, approachable, and shareable. It wasn't just I doing work, it was a having fun. And in the attention economy, fun wins. Chapter 2, How the Meme Went Viral. Here's how the craze exploded. It started with a single post on Twitter. A user asked Gemini to explain quantum physics in the size of a nano banana. The response was witty, accurate, and hilarious. That post got millions of views. From there, TikTok creators jumped in. They made videos asking Gemini to generate Nano Banana songs, Nano Banana business pitches, even Nano Banana startup ideas. Suddenly, everyone was in on the joke. And here's the crazy part, even people who didn't know what Gemini was suddenly recognized it as the Nano Banana AI that gave Google something OpenAI had struggled with: virality. Gemini wasn't just a tool anymore. It was a cultural moment. Chapter 3, Why Humor Beats Power. Now, you might ask, how does something this silly matter in the Gemini versus ChatGPT war? The answer is simple: attention. For years, ChatGPT has dominated the AI conversation. It's the brand everyone knows. Teachers complain about it. Students brag about it. Businesses experiment with it. ChatGPT became shorthand for AI itself, but Gemini needed a breakthrough, a way to step out of Chat's shadow. And guess what? It didn't come through benchmarks, coding competitions, or productivity demos. It came through a meme. The Nano Banana craze showed that AI doesn't just need to be powerful. It needs to be relatable. If millions of people are laughing with Gemini, they're using it. And if they're using it, Google is winning. Chapter 4, The Strategy Behind the Meme. Now, was this all just an accident? Or is Google smarter than we think? Some insiders suggest that Google intentionally leaned into the Nano Banana responses. They realized that humor drives adoption. Think about it. People don't share spreadsheets or code snippets on TikTok. They share memes. They share quirky moments. By letting Gemini play in that space, Google positioned its model as not just useful, but fun. This fits perfectly with Google's broader strategy. They don't just want Gemini to be a research assistant. They want it to be your everyday companion. Something you use in serious work, but also something you joke about with your friends. And in that sense, Nano Banana is genius marketing. Chapter 5, the dethroning question. So now we get to the big question. Is Gemini really dethroning ChatGPT? Let's look at the data. Since the Nano Banana craze began, search trends for Google Gemini have spiked massively. Social media mentions of Gemini overtook ChatGPT for the first time in months. And YouTube videos featuring Gemini content have started outperforming ChatGPT tutorials. Of course, one viral meme doesn't erase OpenAI's lead. ChatGPT is still the default AI for millions. But here's the shift. Gemini is no longer invisible. It has an identity, a voice, a cultural hook, and that makes it dangerous competition. Chapter 6, user behavior and emotional connection. Here's something most people underestimate. Emotional connection drives adoption. When you think of ChatGPT, you think of utility. It's the serious tool you use for work, study, or projects. But when you think of Gemini, thanks to Nano Banana, you think of joy, surprise, laughter, and in consumer tech, joy wins. Apple didn't dominate by making the fastest computers. They dominated by making computers people love to use. Tesla didn't win by making the cheapest cars. They made cars people were excited to drive. Gemini, through something as silly as Nano Banana, might have just cracked the code to building emotional connection with users. Chapter 7, the role of memes in tech adoption. If you think memes don't matter in tech, think again. Elon Musk built half his brand on memes. Dogecoin became a billion-dollar currency because of memes. And TikTok made countless apps famous through meme culture. Now, Google is benefiting from the same force. The Nano Banana meme has made Gemini visible in a way no press release or marketing campaign ever could. It's organic, authentic, and community-driven. And that's exactly how revolutions start. Chapter 8, the bigger picture. But let's zoom out. Is this really just about bananas? Or is there something deeper? The truth is, the Nano Banana craze highlights a bigger trend in AI adoption. People are tired of AI presented only as a serious corporate productivity tool. They want a that feels human, playful, approachable, and whoever delivers that wins the mass adoption game. If Gemini can keep blending power with personality, it could genuinely dethrone ChatGPT in the long run. Because at the end of the day, people don't just want tools. They want experiences. Chapter 9, ChatGPT's response. So what about OpenAI? Are they just sitting quietly while Gemini takes the spotlight? Not exactly. Rumors suggest OpenAI is working on its own quirky, playful features to counter Gemini's virality. They've experimented with personalities and modes that make ChatGPT more fun. But here's the catch. OpenAI has always branded itself as the serious one, the research-driven, responsible one. Leaning into memes might feel off-brand. And if they don't get it right, it could backfire. Meanwhile, Gemini is free to experiment. And right now, that freedom is paying off. Chapter 10, what this means for the future of ISO. Where does this all lead? The Nano Banana craze might seem small, but it reveals the new battlefield for a dominance. It's not just about which model is smarter. It's about which model captures culture. In 2025 and beyond, the AI twins won't just be the one with the highest benchmarks. It'll be the one that makes people feel something, and for now, that's Gemini. The takeaway. So here's the takeaway. Google Gemini may not have fully dethroned ChatGPT yet, but thanks to the Nano Banana craze, it's closer than ever. In the end, this isn't about bananas at all. It's about attention. It's about culture. It's about building a that people don't just use, but talk about, laugh about, and share with the world. So the next time someone asks if Gemini can beat ChatGPT, just remember, sometimes it only takes a Nano Banana to change the game. And now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Gemini really has what it takes to dethrone ChatGPT? Or is this just hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading every one.